Yeah, I
Yeah,
think it's starting.
we started. Yeah,
Started now.
okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Please go ahead.
I
Yeah.
will start now. Good evening,
Okay.
everyone. I, Haripriya Bhatt, welcome you all on behalf of DBATU Alumni Association. Today's webinar topic is International Studies in Ireland. I welcome our today's speaker, Ms. Utkarsha Chavan, ma'am. I would like to introduce Utkarsha, ma'am. She is our Petrochemical 2000 alumni. She pursued Master of Science in Process System Engineering from Technical University Dortmund, Germany. Currently, she is completing Doctor of Philosophy in Mechanical and Design Engineering from Technological University, Dublin, Ireland. I now request Utkarsha ma'am to start the webinar.
Actually, thanks, Haripriya, and welcome to all. Uh, I hope you all are well and you can hear me. Just raise your hands if you can't.
Yes,
Just
ma'am, you
let
are
me know
audible.
that. Yeah, so first of all, I would like to explain a couple of things, particularly on map of Ireland. A lot of people assume it's part of a UK. It's a little bit different case here. So I will show you guys the map of, oh, sorry. So I'll show you guys the map of Ireland. So basically, this is the whole UK and Ireland. So I'm talking about this red part. I'm currently in Ireland, this red part. This whole other stuff, England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland, they are part of UK. So other rules apply there. So are you guys still seeing the screen or are you seeing me? Just to make
Ma'am,
sure.
screen is not visible. You are,
Okay, that's
we are
fine.
seeing you.
So basically the rules are different in UK and Ireland. So basically I am studying PhD for now, but masters, there are a couple of things, interesting things about Ireland in comparison to other European countries. It's a part of European Union. So cost wise, I would say it's a bit cheaper than UK, particularly in England. And very interesting thing about Ireland is it's the only European Union country where English is a common language, as in it's a spoken and you would not feel left out. For example, like a Germany, where on streets they speak Deutsch, as in German. Or in France, for example, they would speak French, and you would need a French or German to improve your chances of getting jobs after your degree. And other more important thing in Ireland is if you're doing masters particularly, then you have two different types of courses and they are short. As in short, that means in India we have masters that's 2 year, particularly if you're doing master in engineering or master in technology, that is M engineering or MTech. Basically it's usually 2 years, but in Ireland it's not. It basically differs in two different categories. It's a taught master where you don't have to do the thesis. That's basically a year-long course. And then there is a research masters, which is basically year and a half or 2 year course, depending on how much time you take on your thesis. So if you want a job, as in just a job, you don't want to go into research, but you want to do masters and find a higher get a higher education, and then your ultimate aim is to go into industry or do a job, then you could actually opt for a shorter course that's a taught course and you could go ahead with that. Otherwise, if you want to do a PhD, I would recommend you guys, or if you guys want to go into research afterwards, you better start with the research masters, where then you could have a thesis, because a lot of times engineering degree here, as in you would not find MTech or um, it's basically like a science degree. It's sometimes considering masters in engineering. It's a similar analogy you could relate with Germany, where they don't have like a master of engineering. They would have like MS, Master of Science, even in chemical engineering, let's suppose, or in mechanical engineering. So it's basically Master of Science or Master of Engineering degree, not like us, but then it differs. So depending on what you want to opt for or what your ultimate goal is, depending on that, you want to choose which course you want to apply. Then there is one website they have, that one is Education in Ireland. I will provide you the link in later summary session that would be handed out to you guys later as well. I already handed out the handout to organizers, so I would hope they would provide it to everyone else as well. Here, that has an official website. It's an official government website dedicated for like even undergrad, postgrad, and all the education sites of it. So it's a trusted website, basically what I'm trying to say. It's a trusted website. You could actually browse through it. You could always find different courses, different universities, their requirements, their fundings, everything. If nothing else, if you don't find any information, you could always get the university website or official website from that website itself. You could go and check for yourself what university, particularly in master's level, a lot of universities, you have to apply individually to certain universities or their postgrad departments. Or basically, for example, I'm doing my PhD with mechanical engineering department, so I had to send my CV to that department instead of university. So it might happen you have to choose the university or in department you are going into. And one key point, it's particularly for IT people. A lot of IT firms and their head offices in European Union are in Ireland. So you have a lot of IT jobs and opportunities in Ireland. If you are prefer to come in, there is a lot of funding happening in biomedicals as well, biomedical engineering. So if you are into machine designing, certain fields in mechanical engineering, then it's a good opportunity for you guys as well if you want to do, particularly for a research, because you might not get scholarships or fundings for masters, but there are higher possibilities of getting funding for your PhDs. It's the same case in abroad. In almost every country, there are few chances of you getting scholarship for masters than getting your degree in, like, for PhD, you would get higher chances of funding. And again, a couple of things I would recommend you guys start early. Think on what you want to do beforehand. And then there are, means basically you have from your side, couple of things you have to prepare. First thing would be, once you have the university shortlisted, and I would recommend go and check their website, official websites, what they are teaching, what their specialities are, special departments. Don't randomly apply. Check. For example, cybersecurity, if it's a master's in there, check for it, what they teach, what their modules are. And there will be always one contact from international office of each university. You could always contact them and you will get a reply back, that I'm pretty sure of. You would get, not maybe this week, but after 2 weeks, I'm pretty sure you're going to get a reply back from them. So that's one thing. And then from your side, one thing, you have to have a good academic record. I'm talking about top 10, top 20 percentile in your class. I'm not talking about having like a topper in your class. No, you should have a good academic record. Even if it's a first class, it is considered good, first and foremost. So that's a well and good. Then you have English. Yeah, don't forget to go for either TOEFL or IELTS. Even who are in final year now and hoping to apply in September next year, September intake, you have enough time to prepare for it. Just don't trust anyone blindly and don't rush. Think, take your time and prepare. For example, your transcripts, your results, they're already in there. You just have to go to examination department in BATU and they will give you. I could give you like, they would give you within a week the documents. They already have the setups. They just have to verify your grades and they will give you beforehand. TOEFL and IELTS, it's not that difficult. It's just your English. So I'm pretty sure you guys, even if we are not prepared well, but if you are good enough in your English, then you can easily satisfy their intake requirement. For IELTS, I'm not sure about the TOEFL one, but for IELTS, the requirement is 6, maximum 6.5 band out of, I think if it's, I'm not wrong, it's 9 out of 9, and you could easily get it. So it's not like you are not gonna get it, and the results are valid for 2 years. So even whoever is in third year and want to go in, they could actually prepare beforehand and have the results at hand when you apply. So even the final years, you could start applying, you could study and keep the format in mind and go for it. So you will have it at hand. Statement of purpose, I think last session as Swapnil from alumni department, he gave me one good handout. There was some talk on statement of purpose. That's a quite document where you could actually express yourself. It's not just about what your results are. No, it's about what your personality is, how suitable you are, how adaptable you are, how innovative maybe you are. It's you have a like a free hand to express yourself. You could actually talk about your upbringing. It's just need to be like a 2 pages max. Then again, one, if particularly if you are looking to go into research, try to do the projects. As in projects I'm talking about is maybe experimentation, or maybe uh, presenting your paper, designing a poster, or we have a lot of competitions because of COVID. I'm not sure what's happening over there, but here at least they moved to online, as in Zoom, whatever platforms we have. But you could have actually present the papers, write a thesis. Your thesis is also considered one kind of research if you want. So think carefully on what you are participating into, and try to even have it published. Ask your teachers, ask professors, ask seniors, ask everyone basically, and they will help you. It's not like no, at least they will give you some hints. Try to publish one article, paper, not maybe renowned journals, they might not take it, but smaller journals. That helps you. It gives you one added advantage to your application. And then again, I think that's more into it. uh, if I just give you a summary, guys, that's oh, I skipped one point here regarding the costs. That's, I think, most important factor you have to consider before you actually apply for it. The cost for masters in engineering can range from 10,000, 9,950. If I'm not wrong, I'm not sure I have that figure in the numbers. And you could actually get the average data from the website I'll give you guys. That's there as well. So it can range from 10,000 to 25,000 euro, not rupees, it's in euros, to 25,000. So it can be anything from that. It's either a total cost or a yearly cost. And then the living cost, it can range from 800 euro a month to 10,000. So if you are studying planning here for coming up a course within a year, the budget can go high up as 30 lakhs in Indian rupees. So you have to be careful on that, how you want to manage that. And the only suggestion I will give you guys is, if you are planning for abroad, start early as you can and apply early as well. And the deadlines are must, as in you can't skip the deadlines. You have to follow the deadlines. And if particularly it used to be when, I remember when at the time when I was applying for Germany, we had to send the documents, not original, the true copies, to Germany. So I have posted my applications to Germany from India. So you have to consider that one as well. I'm not sure it's still holdable because of COVID, but if there is a postage, then you have to be careful that your application must reach within a deadline. So you have to go in as early as you can. So sometimes your deadlines can be in as early as Feb. It depends on university where you are applying, or they can be as late as June for September intake. So you guys have enough time. So you could think on it, select the universities. The website I'll give you, they have a list of universities, list of the departments, and your choice. So you could actually browse through it, and I would suggest you guys to actually go through it, just maybe for fun. Even if you are not applying, just for fun, go through it. You will find a lot of interesting information in there. And I think I'll just show you guys the summary, and that would be it from my side. So this is a PowerPoint I'll sharing now. So there's things to consider. I have official brand website there. So that's the website. It's educationinireland.com. So that's the one thing. And I have mentioned it earlier as well. It can be taught or research mastered. So it can be an year or year and a half. So it's the shorter version, I would say. It's the shortest master course I have come across. Usually it's 2 years. And application deadlines, it's different for different universities. I have listed out the cost. And this one, it's, oh, sorry. That's fine. I'll give you guys the handout there. And yeah. So there are a couple of websites I gave out in the next slide of that version. So I will send out to you all of it. It's a PhD and master's website. It's for abroad and I have used it myself. So you could browse through it and it's a trusted website. And one tip from my side, whether it's guys or girls, learn cooking anywhere you want to apply. It's UK, US, Germany. Learn cooking, otherwise you will not survive. On that note, I'll be finishing from my side. If you can take over, Haripriya. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, thank you, ma'am. If anyone is having any question, they can unmute or they can post it through the chat box. Please ask questions.
Any links, any hints, I could talk on it if you want to learn anything more on that. And I'm talking about Germany, Ireland, UK as well a bit, not more, but I could answer that questions as well if you guys want. And I would be interested particularly.
There's one question, ma'am.
Yeah. Purohit,
Purohit
if it, yeah.
Sakri.
Yeah,
Ma'am, I
so
will read it out.
yeah, sure, for everyone.
Ma'am, you said that there are not much chances to get scholarship. He's asking.
Okay, Purohit, thanks for the question. I said it on a basis. Yearly government of Ireland. Yeah, it's actually the website I gave you guys. That's Education in Ireland. Hope Swapnil, our alumni, please don't forget to share that file. If you guys want, I could upload it here now, if that's okay with you guys.
Yeah, yeah, I'll share. I'll share.
Yeah, please, because that website, it's official website, and there is one tip there, or there is one section on scholarships. So it's not like there are a couple of scholarships for Indian students specifically. There are a couple of scholarships specifically for all international students. And don't forget, we go into non-EU category for them. So whatever information you check, it will go into non-EU. So there is one scholarship I would go into it. Okay, just a sec. Scholarship. Yeah. So there are a couple of scholarships available. Just a sec. I would give, if I'm not wrong, Government of Ireland gives 60 scholarships to international students. And that's for all the students in a year. So it's basically like a limited number of scholarships. So I just gave you one figure that is particular from them. It's just you have to start in early. That's what I'm trying to say. If you have information, let's suppose, because a lot of these scholarships has a stricter deadlines, as in they would expect you, like I know for a particular scholarship where you already have to have admission in your hand. As in, before even you apply for that scholarship, you had to have admission confirmed. So that website, you will get that one there. So you have that, Purohit. You have chances. I'm not talking about if you're not gonna get it. Even certain universities, they have their own scholarships. But then, like, you have a race. That's what I'm trying to say. For masters, usually for PhD, you have more chances because in PhD, you have projects where usually you would have a external funding, or particularly in Ireland, they provide scholarship, particularly in engineering and healthcare section, where they invest from government. So universities have a quotas, you could get some funding from there, but it's just difficult to get it. And the other websites I'll give you guys, it's a Find PhD and a Find Masters. You could actually browse through it. That's what I will say. It means it might not apply for everyone, but it can apply for specifically your situation that might affect. So there are scholarships, but they are limited in number. So you have to consider it. So you not get that much. And it's just the case where if one candidate which is better than you in academically, in work experience, in any matter, if he has a little bit better than you, then he will get it, not you. So you have to be mentally prepared for that. Okay, there is one more question from Shubham Sawan here. I'll read it out,
Yes.
Haripriya.
Okay, ma'am.
Um, can you please tell what is the scope for chemical engineering in Europe for industry point of view and for research point of view? Shubham, this is quite interesting question for me because I did my bachelor's in petrochemical engineering. I went into the process engineering, and I'm doing right now in natural gas. So it's quite interesting for me. It's basically in all over the Europe. The trend I am looking right now and seeing here is it's a multidisciplinary. You could go in and do one project and you would have a medical science or some biomedical factor, or it just depends on what your area of interest is. For example, for me, natural gas, there are trends now that is it's shifting from natural gas to the blends and stuff like that. And industry point of view, it's just it differs in a way that, as in easiest way I would see, there are two ways you could get a job in abroad. What I'm talking about is a job right now, not study. But there are two ways you could easily get a job in abroad. One, you find MNC in India, work, and after a while they will send you abroad. It's particularly happens in IT fields. And then the second easiest, and a lot of people prefer to it, is they will go in and apply for master's, postgraduate diploma, and stuff like that. You do the course, you get a chance to go in there, look for it, and you will get a job. So it differs, but I would suggest you, Shubham, you try for your area of interest, irrespective of the chances. The thing is, you will get a job. It here it's not like there will be campus, nothing like that. No, you have to find your job yourself. They might provide you some help, some guideline from university, but there is no such thing as a campuses and everything. You can do the projects with industry through your universities, you could do internships through your universities, but you have to struggle and you have to ask. As in, you have to ask, you have to be initiator. And that one thing I would say to all of you, it thanks Shubham for that lead to another aspect of studying in abroad, or in general living in abroad. The way we are structured, as in the way we are taught in India, it's different from abroad. As in, here they will not ask you for compulsory attendance, they will not even take your attendance for sure. They will not ask you, they will not say anything. They will just give you deadlines, you are expected to follow it. The lectures will be casual, they will provide the PDF, they will provide the information, and they will expect you to finish it. They will not say when you have to finish it. They'll just give you assignment deadline and maybe exam deadline and whatever stuff that is, and you have to be initiator, not like us where our professors will come in and say you have to do it or you have to. No, here the professor will take chill as well. They will say, okay, that's the stuff that I'm gonna do, and that's your part, you do it yourself. They're not gonna ask, or they will not force you, or they will not say anything. You have to be initiator. It's something like ours where the project and thesis, our teachers help us, but provided that we ask for help, or we ask for initiatives, or we say ourselves, I want to do it. It's the same thing with the presentations and all. It's for particularly for final year students, I would say ask more. Try to meet the professor, try to contact them, and they will guide you. So this is one thing, and it will help you guys. They understand you. So when you ask for later stages for reference letter or anything, they will always help you. Even if you don't ask, they will help you, no doubt. But the reference letter should be from the person who actually knows you. And I would say your professors, your project guide, they are the people who know you better than you think. If you have any questions, Shubham, you could message me here if that answers your question, or if it's not. If not, I could think on it and talk on it.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Sure,
Uh,
Aditya.
as a, as an Indian student, what are the benefits of studying in Ireland?
Okay, it's particularly one thing, it's one European country where they speak English, so you don't have to learn one extra language. Or in Germany, it's the struggle, as in when you look for a job afterwards. In Germany, they would prefer that you at least have a basic knowledge of German. Here, you don't feel that. And the second thing is, here, after you finish masters, whether it's 1 year, 2 year, year and a half, whatever masters you finish, you are expected to finish it during the given period. And when you finish it, you get a 2 year visa. As in that visa, it's a stamp G, if I'm not wrong. They would give you that. And on that period, means that 2 year period is basically you could look for a job in that period. And particularly for, I would say, IT field and biomedical and all, they have opportunities. So you're gonna get a job. So even if you spend 30 lakhs here, you're gonna get a package that's around 24, 25 lakh a year minimum. So you could recover the cost within 2 or 3 years. That's one advantage as well, and it's an English speaking country, so you could actually do the part-time. And it's a chill country, means as in, like, I prefer it, or like I prefer it myself, or Germany. And people are friendly here. You would not feel that left out the way I felt in Germany, just on the language basis, I would say. Okay, I have one question from Ketan here. In Ireland, which industries are famous for chemical engineering and process engineering area? Who to approach them through India? Okay. Ketan, that's the trouble. You see, approaching through India is a bit difficult, as in if you are looking for a job. I'm not talking about masters. I'm talking about job. As far as I know, I haven't looked for much of process engineering, but particularly in chemical engineering, if you are looking for, I would suggest you to go into like a pharma sector. They have a lot of investments done in that one. So I'm not sure whether it's covers into process, but if you are looking specifically for pharma, there are a couple of companies. I'm not sure, I haven't done specific research on that, but I could give you the list later. I will try to find it out and I will provide that to alumni if I can. But it's difficult, as in what are you looking for, that where it differs, as in if you are looking for to do the projects with them, or it's much easier when you are in Ireland. You see, like it's everywhere, it's the same thing. A lot of people do just the postgrad just to get entry into abroad. That's the easiest way you could get the visas. It's my honest opinion. Guys, any questions? I think, oh sorry, I think that's the raised chats there. Sorry, there now. Shreyas. Yeah, Shreyas, it's an, oh, Shreyas, shortlist the universities. Okay, I'll go 1 second there now. What I can do is, just a sec. Window. So I think you are looking into my slides. So that's a meet. The next one is this website that I was talking to you guys about, Education Ireland. So here you could see all the universities. So I would prefer to give you guys first universities, NIU colleges and Institute of Technologies give first preference to universities, second to NUI colleges, and like you could have debate on which one you want in those two. But if I have a choice, I would go to universities first. So a couple of good universities, I could give you example of the Trinity College, then other one is UCC, and then like almost every city here will have. Did you guys looking into which screen you did you find the where to study that one? What were you looking into our meet screen? Can someone answer that?
Ma'am, we are looking at the study. Where can I study in Ireland?
Yeah, yeah. So that's the one. So you could actually have the list of it. So you have the list here. So like university college. So these are all the universities there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you have like 10 universities there.
Ma'am, so we have to look at the some basic requirements like location and nearby jobs and all.
Okay, so you will have that website, Shreyas. So it's grand. You will get that one. I'll stop sharing it just to make sure. Shreyas, I would give you one small hint here for the minimum requirement. So basically, the only requirement they would have academically is you should have a first class. Second thing would be you have to have the relevant either work experience or relevant degree, as in, for example, if you want to go into cybersecurity and you have done mechanical engineering, you have to have one kind of proof that, yeah, what, for example, data analytics is like a multi-dimensional field now. You just have to prove you could do it, or you have taken certain courses where you have a background in that. And the other restriction would be uh, Dublin, as in you have like major cities, Dublin, Limerick, Cork, and Westford, if I'm not wrong. So major of and Galway. So like there are so university locations. A lot of universities are based in Dublin. So you could actually go in onto each university website and check their postgrad page. Like you have 10 universities, you will get the list. And you could actually go on their individual websites and you could see what courses they offer and what their requirements is, and the English requirement. That's the only requirement they would have. It's for taught course at least. And for a research one, they would say, yeah, that's all. Means it's not that bad. It's just like you have to see. Means I can't say I don't know which course you are for. Yeah, just a sec there now, Shreyas. Means I don't know your background, Shreyas, so you have to see like what course relates to you. And for Ketan, you are asking for applying colleges for masters in chemical engineering. Is there any fees for applying? I am not sure, Ketan. It might differ from university to university, but it should not be more than 60 euros. Max 60. That's what I paid in Germany. But here, because I applied specifically for a certain course, I didn't pay anything. So its chances are much less when you have. But Ketan, one hint for you: chemical engineering, you might not have a chemical engineering department in each uni. So you have to, for example, UCC didn't have a chemical engineering department. Where I am studying, it's a TU Dublin, Technical University Dublin. They don't have chemical engineering department. My project falls under mechanical and design engineering. So you might have to go and see for like related fields as well. That's what I'm saying. You may or may not have the fields you have. That's why you have to like show them that, yeah, I have taken this courses, and that should reflect in your purpose statement of purpose, why you are applying in that. That's basically what it is. What I am, why I am applying, and what I see myself. That's the way I structure my statement of purpose. I hope, Shreyas, that answers your question though, Shreyas.
Yes, ma'am.
It's I would hopefully just a sec then. Now what I could do is copy paste that one, so no need to actually go into it. You guys could try that website. That is trusted one. That's what I'll say. Ketan, I think that answers your question. There might be a fees. I'm not sure, but I didn't pay it. I didn't have to. It depends on university to university, and better way would be finding the course. Check out the universities. That's why what I said. Start early, so you could have time to like sort through it and actually talk. Shruti, I think you are raised hand. So do you want to say anything? You could type in the chat or start. Shruti? Ketan, is that your question answered there?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Yes. Thank you.
You guys could let me just know that if I put on one website in there in the chats, is if that answer, if it's workable for you guys. I'm not sure. Just check it out.
It's working now.
Yeah, so you could actually. Okay. Just a second. Tawfiq, I don't, if I'm not sure whether I'm pronouncing it's a Siddiqui. I'm not sure is that your surname or name, but thanks for the question. He asked here is how we can get a job in pipeline industry. I mean, what would be the process irrespective of country? The one thing I would say is if you want to get a job in any country, it is beneficial or it is important or it's much easier if you are present in that country. The first thing first, and you are allowed to work in that country, as in you come into on a family reunion or for a, let's say maybe a holiday visa or a visa to like a friend or something like that. And these kind of visas usually don't allow you guys to work, so you should be eligible to work. And first thing, for example, here in Ireland, but even in Germany, so usually you would go through the job portals they have, or you would see the specific openings. Yeah, thanks, Santosh. There's tourist visa. Yes, that's what I was looking for. So usually these kind of visas, they don't allow you to work. You are just meant to come and visit, spend some money, and go back. So it's that kind of thing. So but before you start, for example, I would shortlist the companies I want to apply for. If you are in India and if you're looking for abroad, try it on LinkedIn, try it official websites, try to find the people who is maybe managing director or maybe HR, particularly HR, human resources people. Contact them, ask them, or try to be in contact and find, means if they have a job openings. It might happen that when you are looking, there might not be appropriate openings, so you might have to look for it. So it depends. Means first thing though, in any country, if you want to get a job, irrespective of industry, it's a similar process that everyone would follow off campus. You shortlist, go on job fairs, go on, find if there are openings. If you are pretty sure about openings, apply for it. And 50% chance you will at least go for an interview. That's the same procedure here. Actually, college campuses are not there, so you apply through the portals, and here they are quite legit ones. You don't have to worry that much about they are gonna scam you. But still, you, and that's the thing, people here in any country abroad, be very careful about the scammers. They might use war, they might get your data, use it, or they could scam you that I'm gonna get you an admission. I'm not talking about legit kind of contractors or people like that who do the counselors, but be careful even in choosing the counselors and recheck the information they give you and verify it. That's the one thing I would say. I hope that answers the question there. Okay, then Shruti Mahamunkar, again, you have a raised hand if you have any questions. That's one again. Good, Santosh sir. Use alumni network. Ask. Yeah, you could do even now, like if you are interested and you anyone who is left here, if they are interested in finding, and you could always ask me. I think your alumni were the people who organized this event, alumni, DBATU alumni. They would have our contact details, mail IDs, whatever. Contact us. Irrespective, whoever, once you choose country, irrespective, you could always ask. At least from my side, I would say if you mail me, I would at least within 2 days, I will always reply to you guys. If it's not today, within 2 days, I'll try to. That's my promise from my side. I will always reply.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
university QS ranking matters.
Himanshu, that depends on what your ultimate aim is. As in, if you want to do a job, just job and earn money, it didn't matter that much. As in, but if you want to do like go into research and if you want to apply for it, it's something like what happens if you do your engineering from IIT and if you do from other universities. So it's a brand. So basically, if you can, means it's kind of what I would say here. It's kind of like ranking is important as well, but what your ultimate stage is. But if you means if you're going abroad for doing masters and your plan is to like work in that country, then that ranking didn't matter that much. But for if you are looking for, if you want to, for example, it's with me, like I have did my masters in one country, I moved for other country to do my PhD. What your aim is ultimately to move in PhD or go into research, then that matters. Or even, for example, for me, my project is industry one. But if I want to go in and go into postdoctoral research, so it will be a different matter altogether. So you have to decide what you're gonna do. The ranking matters when you are more into like a research and go for that. But if you are just going and you masters will be your last study, you are not gonna apply for PhD or anything like that later, then yeah, it didn't matter that much. But try to have it a bit not too low, as in I'm just getting admission in that local engineering college and I'll go. No, don't do that. Try to have at least understand for yourself. Here the universities are like literally they are old as like the university I am. It's a recent university, as in it got university rank in 2000 and 1920. It's a recent university, I say totally. But it existed in 1860s, 1870s. The college that is that old. As a college, it existed longer than century, and as a universities existed, so they have a history, so they would have a better ranking than us at least. It's the same procedure where you have a trade-off, as in what my aim is, how much I am paying, and what I would be doing after it. As in, if it's a job, don't think about that much. Take a middle range, your budget friendly university. But if you are going into research, go for a research specific programs, pay a little bit more. You're gonna pay a little bit more for that as well, but then find a proper higher ranking, as in go for universities instead of going for colleges and technical universities or technical colleges. It's different in that website. You could see the difference. And one more thing, as a tip, I would say that I didn't mention, Dublin is much costlier than other part of Ireland. As in Dublin, if you want room for yourself to rent it, or even the fancy hostels, you're gonna pay somewhere from 800 to 1,000 euro month only on rent. So Dublin is costly. That is one thing to consider as well, so be careful on that. Himanshu, I hope that answers your question.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
But it depends on
Also,
you
ma'am, I
what
have a
you.
question. So, Swapnil here, ma'am.
If it's the right one, or is it with the eco Swapnil, the account?
I have a question. Like, what is the scenario of part-time job over there?
Okay, that's yeah. I myself am doing a part-time job, so don't worry. It's quite easy to get because we speak English. So if you are willing to work, means you could have a restaurant job, serving jobs, these kind of part-time jobs I'm talking about, and it can generate a good salary. Here they actually have a minimum wage, so you are guaranteed, if you are working in a proper place, you are guaranteed to get minimum 10, it's 10 euro 20 cents per hour. And with a student visa you could work 20 hours a week. Means you roughly arranging your college, you would have 4 days a week max, 4 days, 4.5, where you could have a plus minus on that. You could actually get somewhere from like 600 euro a month on your part-time job comfortably if you manage it well. But you have to like struggle, as in you are willing to work the job you get. And academic jobs you could get it, but it's the same thing again. If you have a master's students and PhD students competing for the same academic job, you can answer yourself who gonna get the job. And Santosh sir asked me there what was the total expenditure. I would say fees and living expenses. It can be plus and minus. It's 30 lakhs. So it should be total. It should be going into that, and that I'm talking about in Indian rupees. It's not euro. If it's euro, I'll be in trouble. And you get a job though, part-time jobs, particularly for not for a duration. You could get the Christmas time. You see, like you come in September, you get settled in for like a month or, and then before Christmas, there are usually a lot of part-time jobs available. If you could start in October, November, usually you could get something for a month or two. That's my experience here. You would see openings either on portals, even in front of the shops. They would put on the stick notice like, we are hiring, send your CVs. Or if there is no notice, you could actually usually get your CV and just go in and ask for a manager or owner or whatever, and just send their CV there. And they usually, a lot of times, that kind of thing, they could call you back if they need. It's just you have to take initiative. You will get it. It's the same with the job. You might struggle for a month or two, but you will get it eventually. But you have to do it. No one will like actually say to you or force you, like if you're not interested. But a lot of times here you will get information from fellow friends, colleagues, and everyone. So even the students in a working group, they will post if they know someone is looking for a job, they will post in a group like, yeah, this place is hiring, go and check. Is that everything? I think we still have 8 minutes left if someone have a question. And a little bit off from the topic, but I would say if you are financing, if your parents are financing. Oh yeah. Thanks, Santosh sir. That was the question I was hoping to ask. Anyone can ask. I'm more interested in it. I was talking about the bank loan. I would say that quickly though. Even if you are still in a process, go and talk to the bank managers. If you are hoping to get a loan, you will get familiar with what the documents you will need. And it's just start early. Don't wait till you get an admission and everything settled. It takes a bit more time. That's my experiences. So try early and go and just talk to them. They're willing to listen to you. And as Santosh sir asked me on the question on my research area, basically I'm working on a specific topic in natural gas. It's unaccounted for gas. It's basically the gas that is not billed, as in what happens, you have an input of gas in a network. and people use it. So you have a consumption details, or you have a gas that is spilled, but there are always difference between what was injected and what was built, and that might be due to the own, as in you have a compression stations where you have a lot of things, the venting and all. So you use it, means there are certain portion of that gas that you used it or where it went, but there are certain quantity of gas that is lost, and that gas is called UAG. So my project is basically it's a collab between my university and Gas Networks Ireland. It's a industry based project, and Gas Networks Ireland is a transporter, as in transporter. They own the network, the pipelines of natural gas that comes from UK, as in Scotland, to Isle of Man, to Northern Ireland, and in Ireland, they are the sole transporters of a gas. So that's their issue, as in these gas is paid by them. So the aim of this project is to analyze it, why it's there, what are the causes, what is it exactly, and how we can minimize it. So I'm doing this for 3 years now. It's a funded project, so it's for 4 years. I have still a year left. I recommended them couple of very good suggestions from my study there, and one of them is actually implemented. The recommendation I gave, that implemented in last year May. It got a little bit later due to COVID, but it was implemented. So I'm really happy to see the results, and it's exactly happening in industry. And I'll be in a later stages now. It's final year, so I'll be designing one prediction model. It's statistical model, basically, not numerical one, but it will be statistical model based on the real data that could predict the UAG amount, particularly in distribution network. So that's my project. That's what I was saying. It's a multidisciplinary. I never learned statistic as such in my petrochemical engineering, but I'm using it. And it's not that tough. You could do it. Thanks, Santosh sir, giving me opportunity to talk about it. Leakage in pipelines, Santosh sir, it's leakages. It depends, as in how quickly. The most difficult part in leakage category is identifying it. It's like very difficult to actually identify and pinpoint it. It's like particularly in distribution and households, that leakage can be very minute, and till someone actually notices it and then notify the GNI. That's the thing. It's the key point is what time you notified. There are certain times when it's third party damage, where the exact moment that damage happened or leakage is happening. So basically every year there are annual checks in GNI. They go through the data, and particularly it shows on the data if leakage is going on. If there is suddenly more gas lost than you would see historically or periodically, so you would go and access what are the issues. If you don't find anything else, they go and actually do the analysis and find the exact spot. And they are repaired, though, as in you stop, there is a certain guideline on how to repair it. It's from, as in you have to stop the flow from both the sides, kind of vent it, the current pipeline, and there are safety guidelines. I haven't seen it done, but yeah.
Great. Actually, I just wanted you to be more comfortable while speaking with us, and particularly this particular area of pipeline, and we are dealing with BIS standards. And recently, there is one committee who is working, who can work on the online repair without stopping. What you said, the without giving any interruption for the flow, how the repairs can be done. So we are working on one committee on that one. It is from the Bureau of Indian Standards with Reliance, IOCL, BPCL and HPCL, for oil industries, and this Bureau of Indian Standards. That project is going on. So that's what I wanted to know from your side. what the thing.
If you want, Santosh sir, I could study their guidelines. I haven't went in, and I know for fact there are
Yeah,
leakage data available, and there are a couple of for the fact I could search on it totally for you. I would, because as far as I know, the European standards, like there are certain ways they are specific. There are guidelines on how to deal with it.
yeah, yes,
It's
yes.
basically, so if you are looking for like not to interrupt it,
Mm,
that's the key. As in, usually
yeah,
they interrupt it, what they
mm,
bypass it basically. Like you
yes,
would,
yes, yes,
but then
yes.
again, it depends on which line you're working on. If it's a transmission line, it's a bit difficult. Than if it's a
Yeah,
distribution, it's much easier.
it is easier. It is
Yeah,
easier.
smaller line, you
Yeah,
work more better in that way.
yeah. Excellent. Thanks, Utkarsha. Yes, Swapnil.
Uh,
Avnish is our vice president. He is mechanical 98.
Yeah, just wanted to thank our
Utkarsha.
honorary speaker and yeah, for the excellent webinar. Webinar coming from an alumni. I'm sure if we were in college and we would have seen your webinar, we would have probably been in Ireland or some other country, right? Or at least UK, right? So thanks so much for the motivation for the students. I'm sure the recordings and everything would be very, very beneficial for the students to get motivated as well as prepare for it, right? Thanks. Just want to thank about it. Thank you.
I would give a thanks to the organizers. Particularly, I have to mention Swapnil. He was along the line from contacting me to getting the details, and all the organizers. And I would say, Santosh sir, thank you. Uh, you helped me in guide there as well. I would contact you later as well. So, Santosh sir, if I could get your details from organizers, I'll ask. And
Sure, sure, sure.
if you guys have any questions, you could, the mail address was given for alumni. You could always direct the questions to them. And I hope alumni, they would direct the questions to us. Or if I'm not wrong, I didn't put any of my personal mail address. But if you're willing, I would put it here. You could mail me personally as well. So, and thanks for all attending. And if you're interested, let me know, or let us any way you could contact us. Yeah, that's the right one there. So you could contact us. Thanks, everyone.
Yes, Swapnil.
Yeah, thank you so much, Utkarsh ma'am. Actually, this team DBATU webinar team is working from last more than 1 year. There are 14 to 15 people over there who are working restlessly, like for any tasks regarding to the webinars, like arranging all these things and making flyers and all these things. So, one second. For their efforts from Alumni Association, we are going to publish some certificates for them for their excellent work. So let me show my screen.
Yeah, Utkarsh, we just wanted to tell that last 1 year we are working for this alumni association. Now it is taking some shape, and last whole 1 year, lot of students have come forward, and today's webinar or the previous webinars, so many webinars now it is being handled by the students independently. So we are just guiding them, and like Swapnil is there behind them, and we see only what is going on. But all excellent
Yes,
efforts.
we are so happy to know that this is the 12th webinar. Strength.
Yeah, I know, like
So
one single webinar, it would take like at least a week or two, and it's a lot of involvement. I know, but I have given them trouble as well. it was short notice, but they
Oh,
were still able to communicate, and there were quite good 60 plus people when I last looked into it. So yeah, I mean, I would see the response from people as well.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, indeed, indeed. So let me know if
and
people can see my screen.
still loading.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Yeah, it's the your meet screen.
Meet screen is visible.
So here are the certificate.
You share the
Is it
certificates.
visible to all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So these are the students. Santosh sir will.
Our vice president is there. He can give it. Our Avnish.
No, no,
Yeah, yeah.
please go ahead.
So Swati Sambyal, she is now in third year, third year chemical.
Chemical.
Yes, sir. Fourth year.
You went in. Okay, okay. You have not shown the result, no? So I forgot it.
Yes, sir.
And next is, so she has done really good work, and her fluency is very good. I hope using this platform, she would be learned something, and definitely she'll be utilizing this experience in her future. And we need good students. Even all the students, many students should come forward, take this opportunity, learn, use this platform for learning, associate, interact with alumni, your senior batches, junior batches, and because this opportunity, as Avnish was telling, na, we during our time such opportunity was not there. Accidentally, actually, the we have gone online, but that is what is the fruit of COVID, I think, and it is a good thing. Everything we can do online, and we could come forward almost more than 3,500 alumni we could connect. Next in the name is after Swati.
If I could interject in more, Utkarsha, is just to let you guys know, I should have mentioned it earlier actually. I was inspired studying abroad in my second year actually. I was planning from my second year bachelor when I was in second year. And there was one same kind of in-person event that was son of the Vijay Babu sir, if they are still there in chemical engineer, his son, he got admitted in other university, I forgot the name, in US, and he came in to actually talk to us. Vijay Babu sir organized that event, and I was inspired from that event. So it actually show that yeah, these kind of events do actually inspire the students.
Yeah, Purohit Sakhre, congratulations and keep it up. Ajinkya Lendikar, Aishwarya Rudravar, Ketan Kulkarni, Omkar Keripale, Akanksha Takalkar, Shubham Borkar, Jagruti Khatal, Mugda Durge, Atharva Borikar, Haripriya, and Rahul Wagh. So congratulations to all the certificate recipient. This is just the starting, and we have to go miles away from this one. And luckily, actually, just wanted to tell everyone, those who are present here, shortly, maybe another 15 days down the line, we are going online. Our portal will be launched, and the beauty of that portal will be every batch right from 1989, that is 93 pass out, till 21, or the future batches all will have their own networking, cross networking, vertical as well as horizontal. They can interact. It will be an excellent opportunity for the students. They should get all the benefits out of this one, and the alumni will get connected. It will be more network. It is geographically identifiable. Like now, if I go to Ireland and I find problem, probably I'll find that Utkarsha is very nearby to me. I can seek help from her, and she'll definitely come for our help. So similar to that, anywhere in the globe, on the earth, if you go, and even in the Indian city, you go, and if you find any problem, you can locate who is the nearby alumni there. So and you can contact them on the website, get the contact, and you can contact them. They will be for your help. There is there are a lot of good things are there. I should not reveal everything right now, but the Alumni Association, with the help of all the students and all the alumni, we are going very, very strong. We have registered officially. We got formal recognition from the university, and it is not restricted to only a single branch or the degree. It is a degree as well as post graduation and PhD. All students, all the faculties, the recent means the current faculties as well as the old retired faculties, they will also be part of this website. So it will be an excellent opportunity for everyone. Like Utkarsha, she can chat with her own classmates, even the juniors and seniors. She can see if she need any help, any senior, if she find that he can be helpful for her career, or so she can approach him or her. So that type of opportunity will be available not only to Utkarsha but everyone. So we'll be launching the website very soon. That's what is an announcement I just wanted to say in front of Utkarsha. And Utkarsha has given really excellent talk on this, how to study and what are the pitfalls, what are the challenges, like that. So as Swapnil has told, this is our 12th webinar in last 1 year. Almost we take average one webinar, but as per calculation given by Swapnil, almost next 7 to 8 webinars are already fixed, and our students, those who have received the certificate today, the team is really good. They are not doing only the flyer making or doing hosting. It is on rotation, and I find a good handholding is being done. They are preparing the flyer, they are getting it approved, they are putting on the social media handles, and they see the recording, the YouTube is made, and then in addition they are doing they are making the minutes of the meeting, so their writing skills are also improving, their soft skills are also improving, how to see, and even interacting with the alumni is actually it is an excellent opportunity for them, and they are utilizing. We nevertheless there is, as expected, we have actually dil mange more hai na? So we don't want only 50 or 60 students should join. We want that maximum and maximum students should take this opportunity now, because this is online. Nothing is going from their pocket, and it is only a half an hour to 1 hour in once in a 15 days. The our all alumni, they are ready to help. Like Utkarsha, she has taken her time from her busy schedule. So every alumni actually I have seen in last 1 year, they are ready to help. Only thing, we should, the student side, they should be ready to accept it, and they should project themselves that what they want. because we alumni cannot imagine what exactly there is their requirement. Every individual may have different perception and the requirement. If they project it properly, even the one-to-one mentoring also is possible, as stated by everyone. Even Utkarsha has told that it is possible. Anyone can contact actually for any guidance. So we are ready, and this is the vow not only from Utkarsha, myself, Swapnil or Avnish. It is from each and every more than 15,000 alumni is actually they are available for you. Now it is only your duty, the students' duty, to grab the opportunity, take the guidance. What we could not get it actually during our time. Okay, so with this, actually, I just wanted to close my words and again congratulate each and every student, those who have been given the appreciation certificate. We congratulate you and we keep it up. That's what I want to say. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So these certificates will be mailed to every particular, and I would like to.
Who is
One
going
more
vote?
thing is, sorry, sir.
Who is giving vote of thanks?
Who is giving vote of thanks?
Formal vote of thanks. Who is going?
Shubham,
Yeah,
Shubham.
Shubham.
Hmm. So go ahead, Shubham.
It was a bit of webinar throughout the session. So it was very interesting. I would like to also thank all the students who participated, giving their valuable guidance and guiding us to get this.
Maybe Santosh, do you want to? I don't know if it's coming. Not able to.
Yeah, Avrish.
Yeah, I don't know if the voice came through, but if I don't know if you want to give the vote of thanks so that we end this.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Avnish. On behalf of the student fraternity and the Alumni Association, I heartily thanks and to Utkarsha, who is the speaker today and our chief guest. The all the organizers here, I don't want to name one actually. All the organizers working on screen and behind screen, particularly our executive member Swapnil Dhaute, whose tireless efforts are bringing good webinars, good speakers. I thank him on behalf of our Alumni Association, and we wish everyone a great success, and just try to do more networking, and try to convince the more students to come forward, attend the webinar, and give us more topic, so that we'll try to find out the more resources for you all. That's what, and thank you one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Everyone,
Thank you, sir.
bye.
So before closing, I would like to tell you all the next webinar that not going to be a webinar all, that will be an interactive session with one of our alumni, 2007 petrochemical pass out, who cleared UPSC with all India rank 95, who is Mr. Vinayak Mamuni, who is the speaker for our next webinar. That webinar will be on 18th of October, in next week. So I request you all guys, so ready to work for that. And I'd like to thanks to everyone, because without you people this is not possible for arranging all these things. So I'm so grateful to have this kind of team. So I'm so thankful to you all. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Sure, Utkarsha will forward. Actually, that webinar link and will be forwarded to all alumni actually. And,
Actually, I know him quite well. That's the thing, and I haven't seen him
great,
for like ages.
great, great.
Yeah, I'll share, ma'am. I'll share the invitation and all these things. Yeah.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye, and best of luck for whoever is and the organization committee and everyone. And let us know, like, if there is any questions, any queries you feel, even if it's a smaller one, larger one, just do it.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
Yeah, Utkarsha, actually, this our students, we can guide them. You can take up any activity for guiding them, whatever way possible. Actually, giving
No,
webinar.
as in like I don't know how to. Means I have an idea for now. I'll talk to Swapnil on that more. When
Yeah,
actually it should be in May or something. When if people who actually out of the students that are interested, if they get down and get admission, irrespective of university, I would love
yeah,
to like guide at least one or two of them, because
yeah,
I know there are very struggleful first 2 or 3 months. They are very struggle. Like I have been into 2 different countries and it can be weird, as in it's a cultural shock.
yeah. Right. Last time, one of our alumni he gave talk on Germany. Actually, he was telling same thing, so we can just understand actually. So
No,
Germany
it's
is
like
entirely
I was a girl and I can cook, I know, like, but it can be like I have recently heard of
no.
one case,
You
and
you
the guy
you
left. He came back within 2 days back to India.
you
He
are
came in
telling
here.
outside country, but cooking is really important because today I needed to cook. I'm in India, but I have to cook it. Okay, so cooking
No, it's
is
COVID actually helped in there, but still, like, means
yeah,
no, actually, back home it's much easier. We have mess, where we have like different, quite affordable ones. You could get it, but here
yeah.
no. Means as in, like for example, if you are ordering biryani, you are spending 10 euros, and my weekly grocery budget it's 10 euro.
Okay.
So it can be like costly on your pocket as well, because I know a lot of our students are budget costly, and you will be spending a lot already in fees and rent. So it will help, because I kind of like I've been outside of India since 2013 November, and I was in India just maybe year and a half, so I'm like basically more than 6 years now abroad, like irrespective of country. So I realized that tips maybe help whoever is actually coming up to, as in that will be a targeted group. They are
Yeah,
already pretty sure about they are gonna come in. They have confirmed admission. Yeah, that will
sure,
be for them.
sure. Thank you.
Thanks, Anna,
Thank you.
Santosh sir. And
Yeah,
if you could give me your mail address, I will send you the details that we talked about.
yeah,
I'll
sure.
definitely send you that.
I'll
Yeah,
I'll take
I'll share.
I'll take your
I'll share.
details from Swapnil and then I'll contact you. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm not sure how much I could actually send you, but I could give you like a summary kind of version, what things are done here. I'm not sure. I might as well talk to my manager on that here. But yeah, that can be done. Means whatever that's not that generalized or without any conflict, I could always give out.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you so much. And if anyone have any kind of questions or any kind of queries, you people may connect with us. Email ID in chat box, alumni@dbatu.ac.in. If you people have any kind of queries, questions, whatever, you people may contact us. Thank you all. Thank you so much once again.
Thanks everyone, and just be frank and think on it. I think that's the thing. If the students are still present, I think a lot of left, but yeah, if think on it, you can start from second year. Even if you are in final year, time is still there. You have 3-4 months. You could actually prep and do it, and it's not that difficult. You can do it. I think that's for now.
Okay.
I would leave a
Yeah.
lot of people. I think just are there.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Okay.
and
Thank
bye
you.
bye. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you all.
Thank you. Bye bye.